right, so we are going to go over this sheet together, and you have this on Cami to fill out. And like I said, we're going to go through them for the most part together, and then you're going to fill out the bottom parts for me. So just looking at the top here, we're going to start just labeling what we know. Okay, so we see that these markings here are the same. So that is a side. Whenever you have a 90-degree angle on one side, you are also going to have that 90 on the other. Okay, so that's a piece of information that you can fill in. Okay, so if I look here, they both have that same angle. And they also share this side. Okay, this side of the triangle is going to be the same measurement, okay, for KJM as it is for KLM. Okay, so we can mark that the same. So we have a side, an angle, and then this side up here. So we can say side, angle, side. Okay. Moving to number 2, there is one piece of information that we can fill in. The triangles are sharing this side, meaning that they are going to be congruent. They are the same length. So now let's look. We have an angle, angle, and a side. I come over here, I have the same angle, angle, and a side. All right. Coming to number 3, there is one piece of information that we can fill in. Whenever we have a picture like this with this X, or I call it the bow tie, these angles are vertical from each other. And we know from previous lessons that vertical angles are congruent. So they're going to have the same measurement. So I can make that mark when I see this X across here. Okay. So now let's look at our information that we have. We have this tick mark meaning a side. We have an angle. And then we have our second angle here. Come over here, I have the same tick mark, same 2 markings for my angle, and here. Okay. Side, angle, angle. And I look up here and say, oh, I have that criteria. It's just written angle, angle, side. So I'm going to write it like that. Angle, angle, side. So far we've been able to add information because the triangles are touching and sharing a side. So I was able to include this side here and make this 90-degree angle. Okay, I noticed that they were sharing this side here, so I could mark it. And when they have this X, those are vertical angles, so I can mark those as well. If your triangles are not touching, okay, we are not marking any extra information. Okay, so let's look at that on number 4. I have an angle, side, angle, angle, side, angle. That is my criteria. Number 5, I'm going to kind of leave you guys with this one. Look at your information that you have here. That is inside the triangle. We know those are angles. Okay, and then you have your markings here representing sides. So go ahead and fill that in for number 5. You also have your information here. Notice that I have nothing on the inside, so there are no angles on this one. Okay. Now look at number 7. So on here, if I write this out, okay, I notice I have ASS or SSA, and we talked about that in our notes. Whenever we have that, we know that that is not going to prove, them. Okay, from our formulas up here, we're not going to be using our hypotenuse leg. Okay, so you can just write not. Over here, there's one piece of information we can fill in, so I'm going to do that for you, but you're going to have to fill in that answer for yourself. Same for number 9. We have one piece of information we can mark because the triangles are touching. And then we come to 10, and you have enough information there, okay, to pick your theorem. Okay, we have angles, and we have this side in the middle. All right, good luck. Go ahead and finish the rest of these, and then you can turn it on Cami.